Hi everyone, this is day one of my Cancer Research UK 100 press-ups a day challenge, and I'm going to be recording myself doing these, and we're going to be here till as long as it takes. So let's get started. I'm using my daughter's play mat because I don't have a gym mat available. Okay, quarter of the way there. Take a little break. Don't really have anything planned to say whilst I recover. I guess to start with, why I'm doing this. Firstly, of course, it's a good cause. Cancer Research UK does a lot of great research, and so cancer's horrible condition affects loads of people, and we can make good progress if we can understand it better. And secondly, I've done things like marathons and stuff in the past, but the thing I liked about this challenge, well, firstly, a friend of mine had done it, and so always in the spirit of competition, it's always good to see if you can do that as well. But secondly, it's about consistency and trying to do something every day rather than as a one-off challenge. Anyway, let's go for another batch. Okay, right, so nothing glamorous about this video. I mean, to mix it up if we're going to be doing this for 30 days. But going back to the idea of consistency, I think that's something that I really want to practice. I feel like I've been reasonably okay at doing things as a one-off goal, but throughout my life actually, but probably in the last few years, there have been things that I've wanted to do that I've picked up and started and not really seen through. I think you're full of enthusiasm and momentum to begin with, but then as the days go by, as you start to pick up new things, you call it shiny object syndrome. You can just get distracted and move on to something new that you think is more important or better, or whatever excuse you want to come up with. But I think even if you're doing something really simple, doing it consistently is a skill. And so, you can do all sorts of fancy workouts, but 100 push-ups is an incredibly boring workout, and as you may imagine, it's probably not even a balanced one, probably not even a good one overall in terms of your physical health in the long term. But if you can do anything for 30 days in a row, I think that's the skill you're really wanting to try and build, rather than the pecs and triceps. So that's really the main driver of this. Is I think I'm not very good at consistency. I think it's something I want to get better at, and it's something I find really hard, and so that'll be the challenge. And day one like this is easy. You know, I'm sure I'll get 100 press-ups done by the end of the day, but can I still be here at day 30? There have been some things that I've done recently that I think have been pretty consistent, so, you know, I'm optimistic, but we'll see. So, for my own record, that was 25, 20, and 15, which is 60. Yeah, 60, which means 40 to go. All right, on the home straight, past the halfway mark. Anyway, what I was saying before was this idea of consistency and how I find that quite hard. So I think the couple of things that I've done recently that I think might make this more possible is I took on like a version of the 75 hard challenge since Christmas and gave up drinking. Not that it was a huge problem, but still that was some challenges there when you go out to social events and, you know, everyone else is having fun and you feel awkward trying to be difficult, not drinking and not joining in. And the second component of that was exercising once a day, but you know, the flexibility in that isn't here is that could have been anything, right? It could have been playing tennis, going for a run, going to the gym, going for a swim. So it was much easier to hit that challenge than something like this, which is pretty boring. I guess that's the reason why, at least if I'm recording myself and talking, then there's a second element to it. You know, we're at 60, right? So let's try and go for another batch. That's 20, so that's 80, just to remind myself. Anyway, the second part about consistency and doing something like this is you have to plan and think about it, because, you know, on day one already I'm starting to feel a bit of a twinge in my shoulder, not pulled or anything, just probably a bit tight, but at least if you're working towards a marathon or a race, you know that at the event you can just give it 100%. Doesn't matter what happens at the end of it as long as you finish. And so you train towards a single goal here. After I complete today, there'll still be 30 days in April, so 29 more sessions like this to go. So if I go all out or do something in the month that blows my shoulder, you know, fitness, anything, that's it, the whole challenge is flawed. And so really I think it requires more discipline. Again, just thinking out loud here, so maybe what I'm saying is all wrong, but I think there really is something to trying to do something consistently over a period of time rather than as a one-off. I wonder what the benefit physically would be. I imagine it's probably good to build a muscle over time rather than, you know, going for a 1 rep max chest press, or, you know, doing a really intense chest day every so often. So I don't know if repeated physical exercise in smaller doses like this, although it's been 10 minutes, smaller doses like this is better for you than if you were to just try and do it all at once, because I'm probably going to have to continue with the rest of the day. I'm going to have to continue with the rest of the day after this, and that might include some exercise, some other physical pursuits. So you can't really let this destroy you, and you can't really destroy yourself before you come back and do this all over again tomorrow. Anyway, 20 to go. Okay, so 16, 4 to go. I guess first time doing this, just feels alright, feels a bit tight. I wonder what it'll feel like tomorrow. I tend to get DOMS on day 2 after exercising, so maybe tomorrow will be okay and day 3 will be the tough one. But I'm going to stretch for quite a while after I finish this to help me recover and keep going, right? That's the point of consistency. It's all about keeping going, keeping fit, and finishing, not the race, but the whole challenge. So yeah, let's do these final 4 and let's get it done. Great. So we'll be back here again tomorrow, and I'll let you know how I feel. See you later.